Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? So this is my October book haul. As you guys know, I do Booktuber Spotlight before my book haul, so we'll get to that first. For this month, I want to give a shout out to Misty at BookRatMisty. Definitely check out her channel. I will also leave the links to these awesome people in my pants below. Check it out. Anyways, Misty at BookRatMisty. I really enjoy her videos, especially her book chat videos. Really enjoyed the cover trend book chat video where she talks about the trends in the YA book covers and how a lot of them, although very pretty, didn't really say much about the book, which I thought was on point. Next person is Liz at elizziebooks. Hi Liz! How's it going? I think Liz does really great videos as well. I love her energy, I love her personality. She's always great to watch. She recently started doing these booktube news videos, which I really enjoy, where she kind of wraps up the week by all the awesome videos she has seen and really interested her. Next, I want to give a shout out to Stevie at Sablecott. I think she's so eloquent. I think it's partly because of her British accent. I love her insight in the reviews she does. She recently posted a book review on the book called Nothing, and I thought that was an amazing book review. It convinced me to check it out. It's on my to be read list for sure. Next is Eric from StarGuy135. I love Eric's videos. He is so funny and he has a great personality. I first saw Eric and Melissa at the Metalhead Bookworm. They both introduced me to Dash and Lily's book of Dares. They recently did a book review on Crank by Ellen Hopkins, and it just reminded me how much those two are awesome at reviews. And so Eric started his own individual book review channel, which I thought was awesome. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to Bex at Weasley is my King 09. Hi Bex! How's it going? Bex is an awesome booktuber. What I really enjoy is she does a variety of book reviews, not just YA. I really enjoyed her Game of Thrones book review, and she was so on point with her review. So definitely check all of these people out. Misty, Liz, Stevie, Eric, and Bex. That is the Booktuber Spotlight this month. Let's get on with the book haul. I kind of went overboard, you guys. I bought 6 books this month, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if I will get to all of it. I hope I can. Some of them are pretty monster reads. So for the month of October, I decided to do horror / Halloween books. I love the horror genre. People have asked me, suggestions on really great horror books, and to be honest, I just recently started getting into horror. I really enjoyed it when I was a little kid, like 7 or 8. I really enjoyed the horror stories by Alvin Schwartz. Those stories freaked the hell out of me. Those were freaky, and the illustrations in there was horrifying. I also recently read a short story comic by Emily Carroll. It's called The Prince and the Sea. I will leave a link in the down bar below. Definitely check that out. It is so Disney-esque with horror. It freaked me out. It's creepy. What I really enjoy about horror is that you're in the comfort of your own little bubble, and you could get lost into a world where it could potentially damage you, but you're still kind of safe a little bit. So for the month of October, I hauled 6 books this month. I'm also kind of incorporating Battle of the Books theme. I hauled YA monster books, vampire / apocalyptic books, and psychological / thriller books. So for the YA monster books, the first book I hauled is The Curse of the Wendigo by Yancey. I really enjoyed the monsterologist that I read last year. Had a great mixture of horror, thrills, creepiness, and gore. I really like that combination. It kind of reminded me of Fringe, but horror. And what I'm really looking forward is that Will and the monsterologist go to Canada to find the Wendigos, and so I thought that was really cool. They are coming here, and I'm kind of freaked out. Next book I have, guys, is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. The idea inspired by Siobhan Dowd. I heard amazing things about this book, that it's very powerful, it was haunting. Our main character is Connor, and he is being stalked by a monster, and he wants to know the truth. And I don't know what that truth is. There's also illustrations incorporated in this book as well. It kind of reminds me of Alvin Schwartz's Scary Stories. The illustrations in there freaked me out. The illustrations in here are just as freaky, I think. And the cover is just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this as well. Patrick Ness is definitely one of my favorite authors from the Chaos Walking series. So those are my YA monster picks for this month. Next are my vampire / apocalyptic reads, and both of them are adult / horror novels. So the first book I have is I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. This was first published in 1954, and yes, this was a novel that inspired the hit motion blockbuster with Will Smith in it. I heard though that the book is much more scarier and terrifying horrifying. If you guys don't know what I Am Legend is all about, basically there is one surviving man, and that is Robert Neville, and the rest of the people in the world have turned into blood-sucking vampires. The cover is quite creepy. The next book I have, guys, is quite ambitious. I hope to read it. I heard some really great things about this book. I heard this book was hyped up to the max. It's on The Passage by Justin Cronin. This was released last year in 2010. It's about a government experiment gone horribly wrong. Apparently a little girl is the trigger to the apocalypse, which is quite insane. So I'm hoping this will be suspenseful and thrilling and scary and horrifying. This is just the first book in a trilogy, which is insane. This is 800 pages and the type is like tiny. Yeah. So those are the two vampire/apocalyptic books I have hauled. Next, guys, I really wanted to check out some psychological thriller books. So the first book I got is The Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris. This is part of a series. This is actually the second book in the series. I checked online if you could read the books out of order, and apparently you can, which is really good because I heard The Silence of the Lambs is the best one out of the three. This was first published in 1988. If you guys don't know what it's about, our main character is an FBI agent, Clarice, and she is trying to find a serial killer. And apparently the only way to find him is to interview a man who kills just as mercilessly. And lastly, guys, I'm going to check out I Am Not a Serial Killer by Dan Wells. This was published just last year, and I heard this was a really great, refreshing read. Our main character is a 15-year-old boy who works at a mortuary, and he is trying not to become a serial killer. He has these very rigid rules to lead a very normal life and, you know, not kill people. So those are the books this month. I'm ready to get scared out of my mind. Before I go, I wanted to share with you that I got a copy of Burn Bright by Marianne de Pierres. Received it last week and I was very excited to get it in the mail. Thank you, Marianne, for sending me this copy. I first heard about the book through Renee's review at Nahomis2. She did an excellent review on this book and it sounded most awesome. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. She also sent some really cool swag. This is the second book actually in the series, Angel Arias. I love the covers on these books. It looks really, really cool. Right now there's a petition going on to make these books internationally available, so I will leave a link to that petition in my pants below. Check that out. Also, guys, I won this from Cassandra Clare's blog. It is the Clockwork Angel pendant Tessa Gray has. There was a contest on Cassandra Clare's blog giving out a copy of Clockwork prints and I wanted to win it. I won second place, which is still really, really awesome. So thanks Cassandra and the judges for picking my typography art. I did some art based on the quotes in Clockwork prints, which is hilarious. It was hard picking out a quote for Will Herondale's character because he had the most awesome lines. And eventually I chose Thomas, we must away at once to the nearest brothel. I seek scandal and low companionship, which I thought was hilarious. Either that or what monster could possibly hate chocolate? So thanks Cassandra for the awesome pendant. I'll leave a link to Vivian's Etsy page who created the pendant. It's so cool. It's like on the book. You could definitely check out her jewelry. She's done some Mortal Instrument / Infernal Device inspired jewelry, so definitely check her out. There's a lot of things going on in this video. Hopefully that is okay. I will leave a link to Emily Carroll's creepy story / illustrated comment in my pants below so you can check her out. Kind of give you a little introduction into some creepiness. So my voice hurts. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye!